Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Three Crows Runes. My name is Jen. Let's do some rune readings. Today we are doing readings for May 2025. We are using the Wisdom of the Oracle divination cards, and we are using the Elder Futhark on Oakwood. So let's get started with a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. And we have Observers. So this month for you, Taurus, it's going to be really a time where you, and you're good at this anyway, but it's going to be really a time where you are going to be basically just observing what's happening. And this is where you're going to be formulating your, I don't know, let's say opinion, but your discernment about what's going on before you take any action. So it's going to be very important to do that, to be like, to basically remind yourself this month is like, no, this is the month that I am going to be just observing. And I mean, for some of you, this may be something, I'm sort of getting the sense of some of you may be like starting something new, and this is the stage where you are observing. So that's something as well. And some of you are going to be doing this from home, which is great. At the very least, you'll be doing it from a home state of like, not state like an American state, but like but a state like from home. You're going to be observing, or from just a comfort zone. You know, like you may be observing from where you feel safe, which is another thing. You know, however much I prepare for how tall these runes are, I'm never prepared enough. They're just really long. But anyway, it's all good. You can see them. That's the main thing. Your central issue this month, Taurus, is represented here by Othala. Othala is the rune of the home and the homeland. This is basically your solace, your sanctuary, your protected state of being. So you're basically in a comfort zone setting. This might have to do with a home situation as well, where you are basically looking at just basically observing what's happening to get a good idea of what is happening. And this could be about home. This could be about your sanctuary, your solace. This could be about that, and you're just basically looking at it. But I think given that the little fox in the picture is sitting on an egg, which I'm sort of relating to home, and looking at the moon, which is, from the safety of the egg. So I think maybe you are going to be watching these things from home and observing. So leading up to this, we have Sovilos. Sovilos is the rune of the sun. This has to do with your connection to source energy, energy levels as well, but basically source energy. So it's you've tapped into this. You've basically connected with whatever the source energy is for you, and you're feeling energized and able to do this. So now from this situation, from where you are observing what you're observing, which is interesting because when we have the sun, the fox is looking at the moon. So it's almost like you're in the myth where you're actually, you're going to be where Medusa is, but you're looking through a mirror. So it's almost like you're observing what's going on based on how it's reflecting. But that's sort of, we're leading up to that. Leading up to this, you've got your energy and you're ready to do this. And so from your safe spot, you are observing what's happening. What is going to help you? We have Avaz, which is the rune of the horse. The horse is movement and also spirit. It is reversed on the upper line. So I'm going to read this a couple ways. First of all, this is not the time to be reactive. This is not the time to run around and panic or be, taking action immediately, like jumping to conclusions or jumping to anything, basically, even whether it's physical or not. This is the time to basically be still. I mean, the fox is still. The fox is watching from the egg. So keep yourself, as calm as possible. You are safe from where you're observing, and just basically to, keep that calm, economize your energy use, and not like, don't jump, like this is not the time to be reactive, basically. What is also going to help is this is where you're going to be doing all the running around you're going to be doing is going to be internal. So mentally you're going to be drawing the conclusions and not like jumping to conclusions, but working on your discernment. That kind of thing. And that's all going to be internal. You're not going to be running around. You're going to keep your horse calm, hold your horses, so they don't get panicked by what they're seeing, and just like be calm and be still. What isn't going to help is a lot of what you're observing is very much out of your control. And so you are going to be tempted to react as though, there's a storm coming. We have Hagalaz, which is the rune of the hailstorm. This has to do with chaos, things that are out of your control, natural forces, natural energies, nature, and weather. But it's basically, you've had another way sorry, I'm just interrupting myself. Another way we can read Sovilo is there was a lot of heat that happened. Like there's a lot of heat and brightness. And so you've basically retreated into home to observe what's going on. And the way you're observing this heat and brightness is by the way it's reflecting with what you're looking at, so that you're still safe from it. It's like the Lady of Shalott. So, but yeah, what isn't going to help is just this sense of, because of all of this happening, there is this sense of, it's like almost the natural force that's happening, and it's something that's out of your control, and it's very chaotic, and it's frightening. But if that starts to panic you, bring yourself back up to where you are holding your horses. You are basically keeping yourself from panicking, reminding yourself that you are safe where you are, and from where you are observing. What this is all going to lead you to by the end of the month is you're going to feel a lot more confident and a lot more self-protected and a lot more self-supporting than you did before. We have Algiz, which is the rune of the elk, otherwise known as a moose, and it has to do with protection and support. It is reversed on the final rune spot, and it is so it's internal, like it's inner. So you are self-supporting, you are self-protecting, and that's basically because based on what you've seen, you've built this. You've built this support based on what you've observed and what you've discerned from your month of observation. So that, Taurus, is your reading for May 2025. I wish you all the best with this, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye.